we're going to continue on from where we were last time with the same characters. We'll dispense with any introductions since this might all be strung together. Not sure yet how that's going to work. But we ended the last session with you guys, the train having stopped at one of its first destination sites. And conductor has gotten out, looking at his stopwatch. Something seems to be going on. One of the cars has opened up, but no one is coming out. Now, some of you are just going in between train cars from the last car in the line to the next one over. Some of you have stepped out onto the platform. Now, who all is in the platform?
I am.
I don't remember.
I think I was going
somewhere.
between cars.
Yeah, you go.
I think I might have been going between cars.
Dig has the
Sounds
key.
right.
I think you either were or you're getting called over because you've got the key, and Tom with you is trying to go between cars, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
so
That's where we are.
cool.
All right.
Oh yeah, I was going between cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rufus tried to go between cars and failed. Something bad happened. I can't remember what the bad thing was, though.
Yeah. The bad thing is this stop is not great for those folks that are inhabiting like living bodies. And you starting to feel the effects of that as some of you lost some stamina as your life force was starting to ebb away. Should still be reflected on your character sheets. All right. Okay, so I'm going to read off the flavor test for this because I don't think we actually got the description of the Palace of Judgment Gateway Station, which is where you are right now. So the Garian bobs like a boat. The Garian is the train that you're on. Sitting beside a dock leading to a 4-story white customs house built in, Chinese architecture of the time. A gate with 4 yellow roofs lead to the entry courtyard of a main building. There are some officials clad in black satin, red trimmed, split-legged robes, black hats, all kind of smiling and waiting as they kind of look nervously at one another as no one is emerging from the train. Those of you that got onto the dock, we've already made the roll to have the stamina drain from the not great effects of this anti-life area, we'll say. You see Conductor Grimm looking at his stopwatch, looking into the train car. And he sees those of you who have disembarked looking over and kind of grimaces a little. Now, you have someone with you. This is Sarah Hallmark. She's the person you met in the last train as she was trying to fashion some limbs for some soldiers that had, missing a few. But she comes out. And as Grimm kind of scowls at all of you, as he's about to walk over, Sarah kind of waves him off, says, "They're all right, conductor. We'll talk about it later. We seem to have a larger problem right now." So kind of nods his head, and Sarah says, "Would you folks mind giving Mr. Grimm a hand there? I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I got to finish making these limbs before the next stop."
Sure. What needs done?
I don't exactly know. When you get over there, I'm sure Mr. Grimm will have assessed the situation.
All right.
And I'll hop down from the platform and head on over.
I'll mosey on over.
Yeah,
Okay.
Same here. Absolutely.
All right. So those of you that don't have any kind of link with the afterlife, so Sin Eater, you're okay. Tommy Knocker, you're definitely okay. The rest of you, again, you're just feeling really lethargic, really drained as you come over. And conductor is looking into the train. He's got one of these old-fashioned train lights that he's lanterns that he's kind of looking in as you round the corner and you look into the train itself. The train is just there's some kind of smoke in there that's got kind of a really heady, almost intoxifying effect as you breathe it in a little bit. There's a stooped man that's going from passenger to passenger in the train, kind of filling up tea cups and a very strong smelling herbal beverage. And Conductor Grimm says, "We ain't got long, folks. You going to get along or not? This is your stop." They all kind of look up like very bleary-eyed, and they just continue sipping their tea.
You go ahead.
Who I can't remember who was supposed to be getting off at this stop. Didn't we say that there were like Chinese immigrants or something that were going to? This was their final
This is
place.
their paradise. Their
Yep. Folks, your stop's here. You're gonna want to probably go do that. Check that out. I'm sure they've got real good tea over there. That's what you're drinking.
The person who's kind of got the tray of tea and is topping off another passenger's cup turns to you and says, "Oh, but my tea is the best. I love my tea. We'll get off at another stop. Would you like some tea?"
No, I'm good. I don't really go for tea. Maybe just hold off on serving them tea for a little bit. See if they, they don't got a lot of time, from what I understand.
There's some grumbling from amongst the passengers. They're like, "Oh no, they must have the tea. It assuages all the guilt and the pain from their deaths."
I'm gonna try to grab the teapot from the dude. And then throw it out. My goal is to grab it and throw it out the door onto the platform.
You beat me to it because I was getting ready to say the same thing. So I would like to help him. Like maybe if Amos is going for the
take a step
teapot
onto the train as you lunge for the tea server. So here's what I'm going to have you guys do. Just you guys roll initiative.
Yay!
Yeah, I
It's
can
for
do
this
that.
round anyway.
Let's see. Got a 16.
I got
Ooh,
17.
actually, hang on. I might need to redo that. Because if I remember correctly, as me I'm down. Yeah, let me redo that. I need to do a 16 on my initiative. Okay, that's a 6.
Okay. So we've got a 6, a 17, and 15 on my count. So Amos, you go over and you try to just swat the tea away is what you're trying to do?
Yeah, just try and or grab it and throw it out the take it from and throw it out.
So what we're going to do is make an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay. It's a melee attack roll.
Just a melee attack roll? All right.
You hit, a single point of damage is enough to just knock the tray over.
It's going to say I'm using my knife, but yeah.
Sure. What AC do you hit?
14.
Okay, 14. So you smack the tea tray out of the server's hand, and he's got one of these long silk vests on, and he's serving the tea with 2 hands. And as you knock it out, 2 more hands kind of shoot out from underneath the large, voluminous robes for a total of 4 hands, and it tries to grab at the tray, just misses, and another set of arms come out and tries and grabs, manages to grab 1 teacup. So the man with 6 arms now looks at you. He looks very mad. So it goes now on its turn on 15 before Dig is able to respond. And it expands in size. His face kind of elongates into this razor-sharp beak. These filthy wings sprout and tear out of the back of his silk robes. And he's got 6 arms that end in these large claws. You can smell rotting flesh in the thing's beak. It seems like it's some form of demon staring at you here. So those that were outside the front of the train, this is going to be Dig. This is going to be Amos. Tom, with you, I think you said you stepped over, as did Felix.
Yeah, I'm definitely out there.
Okay. Where's Rufus and Theodore at this point?
I think
maintaining watch on the person hammering out the limbs.
That's right. Still helping.
Yeah.
Okay. Rufus, were you still in the train helping Sarah, or did you go out?
I had stepped out and took the stamina loss, and I'm not sure what happened after that. I thought that went
Okay,
with
we'll say you're
everybody
out there
else.
too. Yeah. So I want all of you guys to make me a grit check then. It's going to be difficulty 12.
Ooh. by 1.
I got a 19.
12.
Should have grabbed my screen before we started here. Let me grab my screen real quick.
Fair enough.
I got us 14.
Man, am I going to have to turn back the night here? Is that what's going to happen?
Oh no.
You might.
All right, who failed, and by how much did you fail?
Me. I failed by 1.
Just one? All right, that's not bad.
Yeah.
We still love you, John.
Thanks.
We may have to, duct tape you back together, but we still love you.
All right, go ahead and give me a D20 roll, John. We'll just do it one at a time here. You're gonna add 1 for the point that you missed it by. And do you have any positive luck modifier right now?
I think yes, I have a +1 luck modifier.
All right, so it's just a straight roll then.
So I rolled a 17.
17. You don't have any hex tokens on right now, do you?
I do. I have 1.
You do. Okay, let's make it an 18 then.
Okay.
Okay. So you definitely go into the fight or flight. You definitely go into the fight reflex as you charge towards the source of the fear.
All right.
You get a +1d to your attack and damage rolls on your next action. But you also have a -4 to your AC as you're not really thinking about protecting yourself.
It's fair.
You're only a D6. For the next 6 rounds, you are just madly in a berserking mode attacking this creature.
Now,
who else felt?
Does that mean I can only do melee attacks, or can I do ranged as well?
You rush it, so melee.
Okay.
The next 6 rounds.
Checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Who else failed?
No
one else failed?
Nope.
All right. So Amos apparently is getting really mad. It's about ready to charge this thing. Dig. It is your turn. It took its turn to change forms.
The only thing I can figure is it's got too many arms and it looks awfully dead. So I'm just gonna move up next to it and hit it real hard in the face with my sledgehammer.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. Can we go melee attack roll? It has an AC of 13.
That's 19 to hit for 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Okay. That hit hard. But it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you hoped it would do.
I'm not surprised. Yeah. It's a crazy monster zombie thing on a ghost train.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, everyone else that's outside can initiate. And those that are not outside, Theodore and Felix, I think. Or Felix, are you outside?
I'm outside. Yeah.
It's just Theodore that's still in there helping. So you don't know what's going on outside. And there's not really any sounds of battle just yet. So everyone else, go ahead and roll initiative.
Do I keep mine or do I roll again?
This is a new round, so roll again.
All right. Let me just check something.
Anybody beat a 20?
Nope.
I certainly didn't.
I did. I got a 21.
Yes.
Quick question.
Mhm.
I'm hitting the D20 on initiative on my sheet, but it's not throwing out the die. What am I missing?
There would be a pop-up that would open up as well when you click the D20 initiative icon. Did you see that?
No, sir.
Minimize your sheet, double-click on the title bar, and see if that pop-up is behind it.
All right.
Computers making all our lives better.
Is that what it is?
Remember when we
Here's,
used to
oh,
have-
shit. I think I remember what happened last time. I close that. Open this. Open that. I think because I popped it out.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep. There we go.
Okay. Did you beat a 21?
Beat it? No, I got a 13.
Okay, so 21. Amos, you rush the creature.
Yeah. Okay. Since I'm berserking, and this is just me, like, can I try the pistol whip, which is a melee attack?
Yes.
Deadeye thing. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's
And you remember
something-
your +1D on the attack. D24.
So I'll have to enter that manually. And- Oh, math hard. Okay. Ooh, and my deed goes off. Unfortunately,
Okay.
that is a terrible, terrible roll. That
Yeah. So deeds don't matter if you
No.
miss.
Nope.
If you miss what you did.
But I tried.
So you run in close. It wasn't quite expecting that, but as it doesn't even need to duck. You just horribly missed.
Yeah.
Perhaps you were counting on his head to be lower because he was in the midst of transformation as you ran forward, and now the head's not where it was.
Yep.
It's going to lash out, and it is going to attack you now.
That's
When
fair.
It's 20. Nobody else beat a 20, right?
My AC is 9 currently. With,
Oh,
the, with the
no.
-4. You're muted, Chuck.
How dare I? That is not a lot of AC.
That's not a lot of AC. It's gonna go fine.
It's gonna believe.
Well, a 15 does hit.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to bite you with its really nasty, infected-looking mouth.
Mm.
There you go. Doing 4 points of damage, plus a possible infection.
Hooray!
Make me. Ooh, I need to change that. Make me a stamina check, please.
Sure thing. Stamina check?
Yes, please.
Or okay.
Or a fortitude check.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. No.
Oh, that's bad.
I just really want to
Okay.
try out that other thing.
All right. So you're in a blind rage, so you really don't feel anything going on right now. But yeah, it tears into you, tears into the skin. You can, those of you looking around, you can see like its mouth is filled with like maggoty worms that seem to be burrowing into Amos's flesh. Who's next after 20?
I'm hanging out down at a 10.
I'm at a 13.
I'm also
so-
at a 10.
13 is what I'm hearing then. Felix?
Yep. I step forward, hold up my Bible, and I shout, "Get away, foul refreshment serving demon!" And I'm going to use Turn Back the Night
All right.
and see if I can't. I mean, obviously he's evil, so I should be able to.
Roll
You know.
better than me, Brad.
There is that. There is
So
that.
it's not specifically like evil that it turns back. It's specific things. Any type of undead, demon, or otherworldly being. This is both a demon and an otherworldly being.
Yeah.
So yeah, D20 plus your personality modifier plus your level.
Okay. Six.
A 6. Yeah, that does nothing. It does nothing. You feel that you're very far from the light of your Lord currently.
Yeah, a little bit.
So that drops us down to the 10s. That was Tomatthew and Rufus, I think.
Dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Joe, you go
Dig.
first.
Tomatthew and Dig. All right.
Okay.
Whichever one wants to go.
What ended up happening to the teapot?
It's splattered. Probably fell outside of the train, actually.
Okay. I want to grab someone's tea that just got filled up and then try and
Sure.
splash it onto this guy and see if anything happens.
I'll give you grabbing the tea is just incidental movement because they're so just out of it. There's offers no resistance. You grab the cup, but
Okay.
I do want a ranged attack to actually splash it on the creature.
Okay. That's just agility, right? Oof. I don't think a 4 is going to hit it.
No, the
Okay,
tea
good idea.
sails and hits another passenger in the face who just starts lapping it off of its clothing.
Okay.
That's
Bringing us to Dig.
Okay, this thing's still kicking, so I'm gonna go ahead
Amos is right up
and
there with you.
okay, Amos. Hopefully this goes right, because I'm gonna go ahead and this thing seems tough. I'm gonna kick off my Dark Inheritance, and I'm gonna go ahead and channel Ghoul. So I got to spend a point of personality.
ooh.
Fine, I've still got 6 personality left. And yeah, I grow long, jagged ebony claws. My I can't talk today. My jaw unhinges, and my tongue grows d20 inches.
There's a party favor.
And
Yeah,
tongue
yeah, so an
becomes
additional-
popular.
Yeah, d20 inches, which is great. Great.
6 inches.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and slash it with my 2 very cool claw attacks.
All right. Go
Now,
for it. In
All
its
right.
current form, its AC is 14.
okay. All right. Let's see. So, what's my melee bonus? I'll throw that there. All right. First one is a miss. And second one is a hit. That is a 16 to hit, and I get to deal a d8 plus 1 damage.
Nice.
So I get to deal 2 damage. I did great.
Right.
Great job.
This actually does seem to be more effective than your hammer, though, as the damage does exactly what
Okay.
you feel it should have.
Okay. And I've got this ability for 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Would my curse activate if I'm seeing Amos's blood? Or does it have to be like blood spilled after I changed?
No blood's been spilled at this point. It
Oh,
doesn't
cool.
bleed.
Cool. Well, I was more worried about Amos.
Oh, there's so many worms crawling around that hole. I don't think you actually see blood either from Amos.
I'm good with that. I don't want to have to eat Amos
It's just-
yet.
They're eating the infection out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. That's exactly what
That's
they're
my
doing.
turn.
Wink.
So that was on 10s. Tomatthew, did you have a less than 10?
I had a 10. My turn was
You
thrown.
had a 10 as well.
I
Okay.
think it's
Oh, that's right.
Rufus?
So Rufus is out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Rufus, I think I'm going to spend an action to whip out my fiddle and start playing a scary tune to try to mess up our friend here. And so it looks like this is doom and gloom, basically up to 1 enemy per level. So this one guy will take a penalty based on the result of my ballad die, which is a 1d3. This is all action die and saving throw rolls for as long as I play the song.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your ballad die.
Yep. There it is.
1.
There you go.
3.
3.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, hey, that works. That works quite well. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone that sees things. Theodore, at this point, you hear that there is some kind of commotion going on outside.
A dire fiddle being played.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, madam, but I believe there is some trouble brewing nearby. I'll take my leave of the cabin and start making my way over to the ruckus.
Okay, in which case you can initiate now along with everyone else.
Alrighty.
Oh, 6.
Because I'm not using the initiative chart. If folks can just remember what their initiative is, then I'll just count down.
Can do.
Anybody get better than an 18?
I tied with an
No.
18.
You tied with an 18. Why don't you go first? Since you just stepped out, maybe you stepped out at the end of the last round, so I'll give you the shot first. So mostly what you see though is as you step out, as your friends are all kind of facing into an open car. Rufus is playing his fiddle outside. Felix is looking at a bit of consternation at his Bible and cross, wondering how it has failed him. You see, Amos and Dig must be inside as the car rocks a little bit with the melee that's going on. Tomatthew probably still
I'm
standing
holding
outside.
an
as
empty
close as you-
teacup.
Yeah. There we go. So, what do you want to do, Theodore?
I will draw my saber and proceed on foot.
You rush in. It's plenty of movement to get in there. Actually, this is the first time you've left the train, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think
okay,
I
so-
tried looking between the cars at one point. I lost some stamina doing
Mhm.
that.
Okay, if you've already lost it, then this is still within that same few minutes, so you're okay.
Huh.
Go ahead. You see the creature now, though. So you you didn't make the grit check because you didn't see it last time, right?
Oh, that's correct.
So you're seeing it now. Go ahead and give me that grit check.
That's fair. It's 10.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. So you missed it by 2. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll. If you've got any positive luck, that'll be a minus to the roll. If you got any hexes, that's a plus to the roll.
Nope, just a bare d20. So I'm going to go ahead and roll from my luck because I 14.
14, and you missed it by 4 points, so that makes it an 18. Which I think is the same thing we got last time. So I think you're rushing forward as well. Yeah. We'll do it on the same round. You rush forward in a maddened glee at attacking this demon. Go ahead and make your attack as you hop aboard, saber out.
Oh,
11's going to miss, unfortunately. It's now got 3 targets in front of it. It's going to ignore Amos for the moment. Between Dig and Theodore, Theodore actually has the nastier weapon in its mind. It's going to attack Theodore.
That's fair.
What's your AC, Theodore? I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
you
boy.
hit.
Yeah.
I think it might have hit you.
Wow.
Just tapped a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, you are going to take 4 points of damage, and please make me a fortitude save.
Oh, no. 11.
Okay, yeah, you feel something squirming into the wound that it made as it tears into your flesh with its beak.
Oh, I don't like that.
All right, that's at an 18. Next highest? 17,
Oh,
16.
hang on. I kept track of everything. Amos is next.
Amos, all right.
All right, going for the pistol whip again.
Go for it, Amos.
All right. Oh, that's right. I gotta type this in. Wait, let's save it. Sometimes it does that. Oh, sure. What? Hey.
This will be the second round you're affected by the madness. Oh, look at that.
It's a 23, but the D doesn't go off.
Right.
I don't get my pistol whip.
Definitely a hit. How much damage does it do?
Ordinarily, I don't know how much pistol whip would do.
You only got the
lets it do
extra
a D8.
1d on the first attack, so it's the normal damage. Pistol whip. Oh, d6
Okay.
plus any strength modifier you have.
Yep. Okay. Plus
Nice.
6 modifiers, so 7. This is my ghost iron, so
Yeah, I'm going to say
Kapang.
that counts as a magic or imbued weapon, so full damage on that. And what was your initiative?
mine was what, 12?
12. All right, you went
Yeah.
11, 10, 10.
Oh, hang on, I got this. Rufus and Dig both tied.
Okay.
So
Either one
Rufus,
of
you want to go first, or you want me?
Go ahead.
Well, Rufus, if he continues to play, will continue to
Oh,
make that
then-
modifier.
I will dig with my claws in this thing's hide.
All right.
All right. First attack. 17 to hit. 4 damage.
Okay.
And second one is 12 to hit. I don't think that hits, does it?
It does not.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. You rake at it a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was Rufus. Who's next? Tomathu, Felix,
They both
got
tied.
4s. Yep.
Yeah.
Boris. I assume, Rufus, you're just going to continue to play? Keep it distracted?
Yeah, do I re-roll the modifier every round,
Nope.
or just keep it when they
No,
have?
it just continues. Yeah, it just continues as long as you continue to play.
Perfect. Yep.
Felix or Tomathu? Tomathu, all right. Conductor
yeah,
Grimm looks at you and he looks at his stopwatch and he puts up his fingers. 5, 4. What do you want to do?
Is anyone outside of the train right now? Then
Yeah.
Have I ever-
A lot of us.
What are you doing? You're outside of the train. You do what? I lost audio.
All right, how many of the people are outside of the train right now?
None.
All of
Oh,
us.
how many people are outside of the train? Felix is outside. Rufus is outside. You're outside. And
Okay.
Grimm-
I want to try and drag anyone that's outside of the train into the train right now. If he's counting down like that,
Okay, who do you grab?
can I use my magic lasso spell to grab multiple people?
Yeah. That sounds fair.
Okay, I'll do that. We'll see how it
Go ahead,
goes.
cast the spell. Let's see what happens.
It's gonna be fine. We're rolling super awesome tonight.
Yeah.
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 Oh boy, that's not very good. You can burn luck after, right? But you have to spell burn up front.
You have to a spell burn up front, but you can burn luck after.
Okay. I've got spell burn. Let's see. Magic lasso. I need to hit an 11. I need to hit a 12 for it to go off.
Oof. That's a lot of luck
A
to
7 a
burn.
loss or a 7 it just doesn't work.
The 7 is lost failure.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
If you don't want to spend that much luck, you can just spend enough to not lose it.
Yeah. Well, that's 5 to get it to a 12, and it's not a lost failure. It's lost failure all the way up to 11.
Okay.
So I'll throw 5 luck on it. Why not?
There you go. And you get magic throw up too.
You do.
I do.
So exciting.
I could use some of that.
Put that in my little teacup that I'm holding. And
Oh, there you go.
Save that for later.
Mm.
and yeah, I'll throw this lasso out, and I'm just trying to wrap it around my friends and pull them into the train. Like, get on board. The door's about to close.
Okay, since you cast the spell successfully, I'm going to say you do get all of your friends. You don't get Grim. He just steps out of the way. You probably weren't trying to grab him anyway.
No.
And you kind of yank him on board. But to get everybody on board, make me a strength check, please.
Oh boy, I can't spell burn that.
Ooh.
All right, so you're giving a tug reminder by Tom with you to get on board the train. He's not quite strong enough to just yank you all in, but he does make you shuffle a couple of steps closer to the train.
That's going to be a problem for a couple of us.
Yeah. Now, Felix, I guess you're up.
Yeah. Wow, everything's kind of gone to hell right now.
But you're also bound up.
Yeah. Well, I've got my Bible out. Lord grants your warriors the ability to get on the train real fast because it's about to leave.
Yeah.
If you
Ho-ho!
I was going to say that I'll take that roll regardless, but I was going to say if you just want to, since you're all bound together, if you just want to move yourself on board the train, it'll kind of pull everyone else along. But we'll say that was divinely inspired.
Well, my strength isn't all that good either, so I don't see me dragging all these guys behind me.
Well, you just did with a little bit of inspiration. You pulled everybody on board. So you're all inside, but there is a melee going on inside of here right now as this demonic beast is surrounded by Dig, Theodore, and Amos. Rufus, you're lassoed and pulled on board, but you continue fiddling as you're pulled on. Let's go ahead and have another round. As the doors close.
Okay. So to set this up, we're all inside.
Yes.
So are all the ghosts,
Yes.
along with the terrible monster.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I don't think we're going to do too great on this one.
I think we fucked up. Oopsies.
Because they want that tea.
Well, it rolled real low, and I'm seeing an 18 out there as being the high. So, Felix, it looks like you go first at an 18.
Is this reinitiating?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yes. Have you not rolled yet?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I got a 17. There you go.
There you go. Felix.
I am going to. Boy, I'm really asking for a lot here. Lord, grant a shield to your faithful followers who are in a whole lot of trouble right now.
All right. You're going to do a prayer.
Shield of faith.
Nice.
Shield of Faith, 18. All right. What does an 18 give you on Shield of Faith?
An 18 gives me a hearty handshake and hang on.
Laurel.
Son of a
You
gun.
get a
I
thumbs
had-
up from Buddy Jesus.
Sorry. Next one. There we go. Okay, so I got that was an 18. Let's see. In addition to the result, which is difficult land. I thought it casts on everybody in.
Probably
Depends on
depends
how
on-
high you roll. Depends on how you roll.
Oh shit! Then it just got me. Let's see.
Better than nothing.
You
Okay,
can spend
so-
luck to make that roll higher if it makes a difference.
I have a luck of 7. I don't really see that going well either. Right now, I really buffed myself up. I got a +4 to my AC and Fortitude saves. It lasts for 1d8 rounds.
Sure,
And-
roll that out.
Let's see. Where is... Did they... I feel like Roll20 changed their interface. Am I
They did.
wrong?
They did.
They did.
Shit. Where?
So the command line is.
Oh, there it is. And I'm rolling. Oh, fuck! I said a D8.
D8.
D8. Yep. So.
5 rounds. Okay.
Okay.
That was at an 18. Anyone have a 17?
Oh wait, nope. But then also I get a +4 bonus for magical based saving throws.
Sure.
Yep.
And it lasts for 1d8 rounds, which lasts for 4 rounds. Okay.
So 17?
Tomathu's up next.
Okay. Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah.
Tomathu.
Yep.
Everybody is
Alrighty.
crowded in here. You've still got the lasso, which I guess you released as soon as everyone comes in.
Yep. Not gonna tangle people up in that. So we got the big scary thing, and then everybody. Are the doors still open?
The door's just closed, but you do notice that there's like a little pull thing above the door.
Okay. I am super enticed by that, so I'm gonna pull it.
Okay, you pull it. You hear some bells go off, and the door opens. Conductor
Great.
Grimm turns around to see what's going on. He looks at his stopwatch and looks at you.
I shrug.
We'll call
and
that
then I
movement. You want to do anything else?
I'm gonna put my pet raccoon on the pull thing and just leave them there so they keep it
Your
pulled
raccoon
down.
just hangs on the pull rope as the
Yeah.
bells continue to ring.
Your new job.
Okay.
And then the guy that I grabbed the tea away from last time,
Sure.
are they starting to come out of whatever they were in?
No, he's actually licking. He's got his clothing in his mouth as he's sucking the liquid off of his clothing.
Okay.
Give him some of your vomit.
Oh yeah, I've got my teacup. I'll give it to someone that needs healing.
Okay. They take it and start sipping on it.
D10.
gross. Is that a fort save?
Yeah, I'll tell you what happens in a bit.
Oh yeah, I
So
forget
who's-
what.
Who's next, Chuck?
Rufus.
Rufus. All right. Rufus, you going to continue to play, or do you want to do something else? Yeah, confines are a little tight in here. All the spirits again seem to be very sedated as they continue. Now that the tea isn't being refilled, though, you see some of them are starting to come out of it, starting to look around. A few of them start heading towards the door.
Okay, I keep playing, but I changed the song to where it's still scary, but it's like, ends with "Now y'all get," kind of at the end of each verse.
Make me a personality check. I like it. I like it. Anything over a difficulty 10 is a number of people that get the point and get motivated.
Nice.
Oh, all right. So 8 more souls start pulling out. The demon starts screaming as it sees its souls are getting away from it. Who's next, Chuck?
That would be me. So my dark inheritance would wear off this round. So I think I would like to just try and just grapple push this demon out of the door.
Ooh, I like it. Okay.
Okay.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an opposed grapple check.
Sure.
Okay. So it's we're gonna do it strength versus strength. We'll do it opposed.
Sure.
So you roll your strength.
Oh God, I got a 5.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that hurts.
It's not got a huge modifier for strength. So
Please roll a 1, demon.
okay. Well, it got a 7. Do you want to spend luck?
Yeah, absolutely. I will spend 3 luck to turn that into an 8.
Nice.
Okay. With an 8, you hurl it and yourself out of the train.
Mm-hmm.
The raccoon is still yanking on that rope, keeping the bells moving. The door is still opening. Conductor Grimm notices the spirit coming out. He looks at you on the ground, looks at this demon on the ground. He pulls out this sawed-off shotgun out of its out of his long trench coat and puts it at the thing's head. He's going to go last in the round, though. Who's next?
Okay. Amos.
Amos, you're up. You still have to
Oh,
attack it. So
yeah,
you jump
so
out
I
of
just
the
go.
train.
Yep. I'm like, ah! just gonna try to keep hitting it with my pistol.
Okay.
If I'd have been smart, I'd have just typed this up beforehand. Oh, nope. I typed that wrong. D didn't go off, but a 13?
You miss it. You miss it by 1. You needed a
Ah.
14. Oh, you know what? It's prone. No, I'll give you that +2. You hit it. Go ahead.
All right. So,
Oh, ooh.
2 points.
Oh,
Plunk.
Oh. You attempt to shave its whiskers and you leave a really nasty razor burn.
Mm.
All right, who's after
you
Amy?
then? Bert.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to try to throw you off, Dig, and try to
When
bite
does
at you.
Theodore go?
Actually, Dig, are you holding on to it, or after you knocked it out, are you letting go?
After I knocked it out, I would have let go.
Okay.
Teddy, did you go?
I did not.
Okay.
Oh, you've gone before Rufus.
Oh.
Oh. Why don't you go now before
My
it
bad.
Well,
He's
first I
also
need to
presented.
roll a 1d6 for my grit check fail. See how long that lasts. Okay, only the 1 round. So does that mean that I have control of myself now?
You have
or-
control of the situation now. You just had to rush forward that first round.
Okay. If the
Fitness
demon is
word.
outside, I'm going to spend a personality point to cast Corvus Corax
Okay.
for the next 4 rounds. I get +4 to my AC or melee attacks on all enemies within a 10-foot radius, which I'm going to use. I'm going to shoot this guy with a magic bird.
Go for it.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
oh!
Nicely done.
Is that a crit?
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, can demons lose their eyes?
Yeah,
I hope so.
absolutely. Here's what we're going to do with this, actually. Yeah, that was a well-placed raven.
That's not often something you hear in combat. That was a well-placed raven. Nice
Yeah.
going.
As the demon screams, as the thing actually gets into its robe and starts pecking at its, this is what I'm going to give you for the crit, and its gut starts pulling out some of its intestines. Around that time, Conductor Grimm, let me finish this all off. Give me a second. And make a card draw. Yep.
Woo.
Yeah, it just puts the sawed-off shotgun right on the thing's head and pulls the trigger. Just blows its head apart.
Nice.
He did most of the damage to it. He just finished it off. He looks over at Tomathew and he says, "You get the rest of them spirits out to their just rewards, and we're on a schedule here. We're already 40 seconds behind."
Working on it.
I'll leap up into the train cart back from the ground. I'm just, if I can't, I don't know if I can touch the spirits. I want to start trying to just throw them out.
Yeah, you
With the-
in the train they have like a slightly corporeal form. It's like you're handling Jello, but they kind of get the idea. They start moseying out. Meanwhile, the conductor looks over at you, Rufus, as you're still playing your violin, maybe just finishing the ditty. He pulls out a mouth harp, kind of twangs along with the last bits of your song.
With the focus of my fury gun, am I out of my fury
You're
now?
fine. Yep.
Okay. I will assist Dig with shucking people out.
You finish getting the spirits cleared out of the train, and Rufus, you finish your song. Conductor Grimm puts away his mouth harp, kind of tips his hat at you and says, "Well, folks, get along inside there. You don't want to be stuck in this station."
You.
Much obliged.
Get your varmint off the line, son, he says, looking at Timothy.
Get back here, Baxter. I'll grab him and pick him up.
I'm sorry about all that. I just lost my composure for a moment.
All right, he
That's
blows a
fine.
whistle.
Want some tea? And I'll hold up my.
You know what?
Oh.
Sure.
It's that chunky tea.
Yeah, homebrewed.
It's a
You have to
D10,
make
right?
a fort save to keep it down.
It is a
That's how it
D10.
works, yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but you have to do a fortitude, or it's a will save. A D.
Oh, is it a will save? DC
Yeah.
12
Yeah,
will
you're
save?
good.
All right, I'll try that.
You keep it down.
Boom.
Oh, dang.
I'll take
Nice.
that D10 of healing because
It's a little warm and chunky.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm gonna keep it warm for you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Conductor Grimm blows his whistle as he steps onto the sideboard of one of the trains as it starts to move slowly as you kick the last of the spirits off, and train door closes once Timothy has regained his varmint.
Timothy, I'm going to tell you that weren't that bad. Like, it was awful. Don't get me wrong. But it weren't that bad.
I don't
Could've
know.
been
You
worse.
got a nasty wound there, and oh, good lord, so do I. This body's kind of on loan. Can I get someone to take care of these worms for me?
Same.
I will step forward and
Yeah, as you say that, each of you that the two of you that have infected wounds take another point of damage
Ow.
as the worms burrow.
oh god.
I'll go up and help. I'll start plucking worms out. Have a little, pick me up snack.
Fair.
What are you doing?
Yeah, if you take basically take a few moments to help them pluck the maggots out. The point of damage is caused from you digging them out with a knife or other such ways, but you're able to pull them all out before they get too far in.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We saved the day.
We did.
We did.
Sure did.
Do we know?
Kind of weird,
Right?
though.
You are in an empty car. There is actually, hold on, I might have a picture. I might have a picture of this car. Give me a second here. Let's see if we can. I didn't load it up, unfortunately.
Oh, my
But
God.
yeah, there's a little brazier that's coal fired. Actually, it's either coal or hardened dung. You're not sure, but there's another pot of tea simmering away on it. That's what's causing like the kind of smoke and fumes in here, which is again a little heady. Now that the doors have closed, it's getting a little stuffy in here.
We should get rid of that teapot.
Yeah, definitely take it off the
Let
fire.
Okay.
So,
Are we gonna throw that out the window now?
So now I'm a little concerned if it's normal for demons or whatever that was to be on this here train. Like, it doesn't seem safe
well,
for those.
Well, you can go
whatever-
back and ask Sarah. She's in the train behind you. Conductor Grimm didn't get on this one with you.
I think that's a good idea because
Yeah.
one, we've been in two cars so far, and 50% of those were populated by demons. So makes me worry that that's going to be the running. Secondary,
assuming-
That's real good math there, Dig.
So you're in car 4. There is a train between you and Sarah. There was that train. I think, Tom with you looked into it, and you saw there were a bunch of Native Americans looking like they were working out a choreography to some kind of dance, is what you saw when you looked through the window. So that is the train between you and Sarah's train. Train has started moving. It's slowly starting to pick up speed, but it isn't at speed yet.
okay. We go back. We ask about the demons. We ask which one gets off next, and then we go there.
Well, do you go through the train of the Native Americans forming their dance?
I think I climbed over last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to not press that luck again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just, excuse me, pardon me, coming on through. Like your shoes,
Okay.
stepping through.
They all look up at you, just coldly sizing you up, but then they just ignore you, go about their business.
Yeah, I'll go with Dig.
Same.
All right. Tomathu, is everyone going through this train? Going back to Wasira?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell you what.
stay here and
Tomathu-
dispose of this tea.
Okay,
just
so you're
gonna
going to
drink
stay
it,
in.
aren't you?
Chug, chug,
Probably
chug,
not.
chug, chug,
Or give it to
chug.
Baxter.
All right. Well, if Tomathu isn't going through the train, no problem. Again, you all get a very cold stare as you pass through. But assuming you do your best not to get in anyone's way, you pass through just fine. Get into that last train again, and Sarah is once again at the forge, churning out arms, legs, other prosthetics.
Okay.
We seem to have a demon problem on the train, Sarah.
Well, much like yourselves, sometimes we get stowaways. He's demon, you say? He's probably trying to garner some souls, bring them to the end of the line. Perdition. They get kind of a head count if they can bring souls out there.
Like a quota.
Well, they
Or-
say they don't have one, but you know they've got
More-
one.
More
Right,
like a bounty.
What's the next stop?
Yeah.
Oh, next stop is for these poor unfortunates here, the Apple Tree Island. Should be about 15 minutes.
With the
We're a
limbs
little
and stuff.
behind. Yeah, I got to get all these limbs done before we get to the station.
Well, let's get to doing.
All right.
Run some fake
Uh,
legs.
So, is she in the same, are the people that are getting the prosthetic limbs in the same car as Sarah?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So
So,
she's got a small forge in here, and she's
Yeah.
just kind of rattling them off as quick as she can.
okay. So, I think we should probably just stand watch in here in case a demon decides to come in and screw things up.
That's a good idea, but we take it one step farther than that, and some of us stand watching, the other of us help. Like, staple some limbs on or something.
Is there anybody that's okay with like moving around on the train? Maybe scout it out, see what the other cars got, so we get an idea.
How many of us did it take to deal with the last demon? It's splitting
I'm not
everybody
saying
up.
I'm
Seems
not
like
saying
a bad
start
idea.
something. I'm just saying go and have a look.
Splitting the party, always your best line of defense.
Best choice.
I suppose I can move on ahead
That way
and
we
take a
don't
look at
all
what we
die
got.
at the same time.
Okay, Theodore, you wanna move ahead and see what else you're
All right.
having to deal with?
Yeah.
Theodore, I ain't smarting, but I also ain't affected by some of the funky stuff. I'll go with you.
Very well. Thank you.
Team Dig and Theodore, undead buddies, walking through a train.
Yell real loud if you need something shot at.
I shall
Okay.
do exactly that.
You want me to bring them back here so you can shoot them, or you want to shoot them from here?
Yeah, I shoot him from here. I'm pretty
Alright.
good.
Okay.
What? Based on that last performance, I'd say no.
What are you talking about? I'm pistol whipping the shit out of that boy.
Well, before you guys start to go through the train,
Lying
let's
is
look at
not good, son.
for a moment. So, Tomathu, what are you doing back there? You decided to stay back. I suppose you had something in mind.
I really want to know what happens if I try this tea now that the demon's not there.
Okay,
Now we
I'll
have
tell you
all
what.
free time.
Because you are an occultist, why
Mhm.
don't you make me an intelligence check?
Okay. Would this be considered investigation of some sort?
Yes.
Okay, I can roll that as a D24.
Nice.
A 5.
No.
It smells awfully intoxicating. You feel like it's going to have an effect similar to some laudanum. Probably dulled their senses. Might be something that would put you to sleep if you had a lot of it, but certainly it's going to dull your senses. You don't know exactly what it is.
But does the
I'll,
demon have his stash here?
It's just demon piss.
Not sure.
Hot demon pee.
Naturally
Mm.
secreted.
I'll hold on to it. and
Spooge,
see if we
demon
get it
spooge.
some other
Oh, nasty.
time. And then, yeah, I am curious if there's anything else around in this cart now that it's empty. Did the demon
Make me a
leave
luck
anything
check.
behind?
Make
Okay.
me a luck check.
You could expand your mind by sipping some of that there tea.
Nope,
Mhm.
fail.
So
Nothing tea, Steve.
what you do find, because it's not really hidden, is a small, like, ornate cloisonne box that seems to have the tea leaves in it. So you've got a box of the tea leaves.
Okay. Cool. I'll grab those too.
Okay, and about that time, let's see here. So who is going to go through? Are you going to go through the cars again, or are you going to go above the cars? How are you guys moving? The train has now kind of gotten up to speed.
Is there like a side rail around the car?
There's a so the trains have like doorway to doorway, and there's about a 2 foot where there's like a pin holding the two cars together.
Mhm.
And there are ladders going up to the top of the cars, but there's nothing along the sides of the cars. So you can't really walk. If you want to walk the length of the car without going through it, you got to do it on the roof.
All right, I'll let's do roof. I don't want to piss off the
Wait.
folks. They looked real unhappy about us being there the first time, but they were peaceable. But
You coming with Teddy and I?
yeah,
I was gonna walk through. I mean,
well, actually, no, that's right. You guys are going that. I'm gonna stand here by the door. I'm gonna watch.
okay.
In case I
Very
need-
well.
Right, so what's Dig doing?
We gotta walk through the one with the people dancing. Let's go
Mhm.
walk through, polite, hang off to the side. Then we go to the one where Tom
Make me
and
a luck
you
check.
is.
This is the second time you're going through here. Make me a luck check.
Yep. Gonna do great. I got a luck of 5. I rolled a 20.
Nice.
That's bad.
Totally oblivious. You would bump into some of the figures, but you just pass through them. They don't even have that like slightly jello-like effect that the other spirits do. You just pass through them.
Oh. Scooch past you there.
They grumble a little bit, stare at you, but nothing happens.
Okay. Good.
Did you give them a
Amos
Midwest-
Dig, other than falling through a few folks that were standing in his way, seemed to have gotten through just fine. They're just staring daggers at his back as he leaves the other side of the train.
I'm sure.
Well, while
that's
they
gonna
are
be fine.
distracted with hating on Dig, I believe I'll make my way through the car now.
Theodore, you do the same. Yeah, make me a luck check, Theodore. Actually, you know what?
Oh my god!
Ignore that roll. Ignore that roll. Get rid of your hex, and instead make me an intelligence check. You
All
have some
right.
experience with the near. That's good.
11.
These are not spirits in the conventional sense, Theodore. They are astral projections. They are spirit walking. You can see the kind of silver cords that are tied between their spirits and their bodies somewhere on the mortal realm. These are not dead folks, and they're not spirits. They're just spirits that have gone a walking.
How utterly bizarre. Well, gentlemen, continue on.
Staring at you whole time. But you get through just fine.
We did it. So the next one's where Tom with you's drinking.
I want to know
tea.
what Amos does first. Hold on.
Oh,
What do you mean? They
He
haven't
was just
called for
hanging-
help. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging
You're just
back.
gonna hang
keeping
out.
an eye. Yep.
Then they've gotten through the train, so you're going to lose sight of them as they exit the back end of the train into the next train.
I will fire blindly when they yell.
So you open the door into the train with Tom with you, who's looking underneath seats. He's like lifting cushions.
Mhm.
Find any interesting lint, ghost lint there?
Nope. Found some tea leaves.
Oh well, that's probably horrifying, but I'll
Yep.
let you deal with that.
Planned on it. What'd you guys figure out?
the people with the legs, they're the next to get off. So they're Rufus and Felix are back there helping.
Okay.
Yeah, we're scouting ahead to make sure there are no demons.
Amos, make me
I
a
didn't
luck
see-
check.
I'm surprised that there are
Alright.
demons. They didn't have quite that much of a reaction.
Stowaways, they were called, I believe.
That's a fail on my luck check.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll follow you guys up if we're moving through the train. Might as well make it to the front.
Okay.
All right.
Did we get our
so-
stamina back now that the train's moving again?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. The next train, you open the door. You hear you see the little train tie between you. You see the door. The door on this one is like you can't. The window is obscured by something on the other side. You can't quite see what's in that car. Who's going out first?
I go for it.
Make me a luck check, please, Chuck.
Yep. That 5's gonna do great. I got 14. That's a fail.
Make me a strength check, please.
Okay. That's a 5. That's what I needed on that luck test.
Who would be right behind Dig?
I would probably be behind him.
Theodore. Dig steps out onto the small bit of platform between the two cars, and then he's just whipped up and away.
What?
I'll get back to you in a minute, Dig. The car is speeding by. I mean, you can kind of see this play of lights, kind of like warp speed in Star Trek, right? There's just all of this motion and stars and wavy lines of force zipping by the train at incredible speeds.
You okay with it, Brad?
I will. I'll try to grab hold of. You know what? I will actually get down on my hands and knees and try to crawl to the next box.
Yeah. Theodore crawls across the junction, getting to the next door. As you reach up and you pull that handle and you tumble inside. We'll get to what happens to you in a minute. Who would have been behind Theodore?
That's Tom with you. there.
Probably me.
Okay, Tom, with you. All right. Dig just disappeared. Theodore's crawled across the little tie.
Yeah.
And he's opened the door and he's crawling in.
Did it look like Dig got grabbed by something, or he just?
You don't know. Since you weren't directly behind Dig, Dig's just not there. I
Okay.
don't think Theodore shouted anything out before he dropped and crawled.
I wonder if I would even. I might just think that Dig got across then.
Yeah.
If he
Maybe.
didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do in similar fashion and try and crawl across. And
You just kind of shrug and you drop down and you start crawling across as well. All right, let's pause there and let's go up to Dig. Something mighty strong has just ripped you up off that platform, thrown you on the top of this speeding train, where you are now faced. Give me a second. All right. By this creature, long fangs. It looks like it's dried skin. You can see bones through it. It's very thin. It looks like it's half starved. Go ahead and make me a grit check to start this off.
Yep.
Let's
Everything
see,
is great.
hit dice. Oh.
Everything
I got
is
a
awesome.
10.
Okay. You missed it by 3. So give me a D20.
Yep.
Do you have any positive luck right now?
No, I've got a -2.
Oh.
Ooh,
All
All right, so I rolled a 10 on that
Okay.
D20.
15. You start laughing uncontrollably. It seems that death is upon you, and it's just one cruel joke.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you just start cackling insanely. It doesn't really affect you. If you were trying to sneak, it would. And you do have a
Okay.
-3 penalty to action checks for roll a d6.
Okie dokie. 4.
For the next 4 rounds, you're just a -3 to your rolls. You failed the luck check, so it's going to get a surprise attack on you.
All
As
right.
this hungry creature, having sensed some somewhat living flesh aboard,
Yeah.
decides to take a little nibble from you. What's your AC?
11.
Okay, it hits you.
Yep.
Just a single point of damage. However,
Uh-oh.
subtract a point. Oh, hold on, it's rolling slow. Yeah, a point of stamina as it starts to feed off your life force.
That's rude.
All right. We're going to go around now while those two are crawling over. 1 round would have gone by. So why don't you go ahead and initiate? It will initiate. And then after that, we will go back into regular time.
And I get a -3 to this.
-3. Yeah.
So that's a 2. I'm doing great. I still win. Oh, you rolled a D1, 1D plus 2.
Yeah.
Like you're missing things. Thought I got real lucky there.
Okay, it goes first. $14. Man, roll 20 is slower than I. Take 3 points damage.
Yep.
And 2 more points of stamina loss as it continues to
rough.
siphon off your what
Okay.
little motivating life force your form
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
It's your turn though.
I'll tell you what.
You're
I
still
am
laughing maniacally.
Yeah. I'm going to laugh maniacally and burn another point of personality
Mhm.
to go ahead and fire up my kinfolk ghoul. This is going to last for... Did I type that in right? Yeah. 4 rounds. So yeah, same thing. Claws, tongue. And I'm just going to
So you
start...
say you're giving it the tongue. I got you.
I'm giving it the tongue. Yeah, I'm just going to start swinging
Mhm.
with my penalty. Because I get a +2. I got a -3, which gives me a -1. First swing's a 17.
Hits. Do some damage.
Yeah.
The minus does not count for damage. You do full damage.
Okay. All right, cool. 9 damage.
That's you carve out a big chunk of this creature. Your
All
next hit.
Next swing is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. You carve out another huge chunk of this thing's flesh. Meanwhile, down below, Theodore, you have crawled into a train car filled with children who seem to be in the midst of a game of tag. Some of them jump on your back and treat you like a trampoline as you crawl your way in. Tomatthew is not far behind, seeing this scene. And about that time, you start hearing Dig just cackling madly on the top of the train behind you.
Start tossing them kids out the back door.
Amos, you hear Dig cackling somewhere up ahead. He must be outside of the train because it's quite loud.
I'm gonna go check it out, and I'm gonna go out the door and up the ladder.
Gonna go up the door and up the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay, so the train is speeding along. As you come up over the ladder, there seems to be a bit of like force blowing around up here, although it's not wind. It's very strange.
Okay.
Give me an agility check, please.
Okay. Well, what I was gonna say is when I noticed it was windy, I'm gonna try to like flip around on the ladder and like hook my legs onto the ladder and like sit on the rooftop. So that's
No, don't roll.
okay.
Yeah, don't roll. You
All
you hook your feet in, you take a sit down, and that's enough to keep you from falling up the top. And you can see that Dig is in the midst of combat with some kind of creature, which you can't quite make out, so no grit check needed at this moment. It's just some kind of creature that he's got underneath it, and he's tearing bits of flesh off of it, throwing it into the air.
Well, he looks like he could use a hand.
Okay.
I'll start.
So just hold on. I'll have you
Yeah.
initiate with everyone else in
Sure
just a
thing.
second. Theodore, you're in the train with all the children. Tomathu, you're right behind when you hear Dig laughing. What do you want to do?
So we're in one car. Is there like a ladder on both sides of both
You're not
cars?
quite in the car yet yourself, but yes, there's a ladder to get you onto the roof of the cars, but there's not any kind of ledge that goes along the side of the cars.
Okay. I want to get on the ladder, because he's on the car behind us on the roof of
Yes.
it, right?
Yep.
So I want to climb on the ladder of the car that I'm
Sure.
on, so the next one up, and just be up
Okay.
in that ladder until I can see it.
All right, and you're still on the ladder. You haven't gotten to the tie up yet, and again, you feel like this rushing of speed and something that's not quite wind, but it's certainly some kind of turbulence up here as you're holding on tight to this ladder, and you see that Dig is in combat with something on the roof. Felix
Okay.
and Rufus, you've done all you can to help. Sarah is just now fitting the limbs onto some of the folk down here. She's done with the forge. Thanks you folks for your help. And about that time, as she opens up a window to kind of air the place out a little bit, you hear Dig laughing and laughing and laughing somewhere ahead of you. What do you guys want to do?
Run to battle.
All right, run where? You just know that he must be outside of the train for it to carry like that. That's really all you know.
Well, we know which way they exited this car, so that's the way I'm heading. And if I can hear him, he must be outside. And if he's not flying past us, logically, he'd
so
have
you're
to be
heading in
on
that
top
direction.
of a he'd have to be on top of a train car.
This time, as you're going through the native train, they just kind of throw their hands in the air like as you trample
You know
through.
what? I want to try something. I want to use tongues and see if I can speak to them and apologize for interrupting them.
Ooh. Okay.
nice. It's
Cast
nice.
spell.
Shoot. Sorry. Are you kidding me? Am I not spelling tongues right?
There's a U in there.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, there we go. Come on. Yes. Okay, so rolled a 13 for the duration of the miracle. The Revelator can plainly converse with one chosen human.
Okay.
Any spoken words between the Revelator and the Chosen sound like incomprehensible gibberish to those listening to the conversation, not also affected by the miracle. Language barriers are no issue as communication continues. It lasts for 1d8 rounds. Now,
Okay.
would you classify them as human?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So you talk Tarkin. Now, just because you can speak the language doesn't mean they're disposed to listen to or talk. So give me a
Nope.
personality check.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
All
Let's see how this
That's
flies. Oh, hey, look at that.
right.
No,
He-
I
very
humbly
surprised.
apologize for interrupting your ritual. I know this is a very important time for you, but I am trying to save a friend who I can hear is in distress in another car.
Oh, good. We're trying to perfect the war dance. Soon we will wipe you all off the planet. Which is
You know what? That's fair. That is fair. We haven't been all that honorable with you, so
Good luck
please,
with that, really.
please continue. Please continue.
Your apology is accepted. You may go. I like it.
Rufus is going to try to squeeze through there too, following Felix.
You know what, Felix? Take a luck point. Take a luck point for that.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Rufus. So Felix stops for a moment, and they're talking gibberish. The spirit's talking back to him, though, as you push your way through.
I'm gonna play my fiddle and kind of dance with him as I sort of dance my way across the car.
All that goodwill.
Oh, set that right on fire.
Not necessarily. Give me a personality check.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if you
Come on.
catch the rhythm of what's being...
Roll a one.
you know.
Let's see some magic happen here.
Oh,
The
boy.
6.
It's completely dissonant. You're causing their steps to falter. They're out of time. They're out of tempo. Felix, the one talking to you, looks to your friend, looks back to you, and says, "He dies first."
That's my favorite Thanksgiving song.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't like him much either. But, no, I do like him. Excuse his
All
ignorance. You
staring
can
at
see how
Rufus
he's
now.
dressed. He is some of the uneducated of our kind and has no respect for other people or their ideas or their ways of living. So I do apologize for him.
Get him out. Get him out.
I point at
Your
Rufus.
people have no rhythm.
Come on! Quit screwing around. Let's get out of here.
You can still keep your
Wonderful.
luck point.
Sweet Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, move your ass out of this car.
All right.
Now.
Everyone rallying to Diggs, laughing. Which why is that such a bad thing?
I'm having a great time.
Man's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Go ahead and everybody roll initiative, please.
Oh, shit. All right.
God dang.
Really.
All right. I got a 14. Chuck, do you have? Oh, I got a 22. I guess I'm going first.
Teddy got a 23.
Okay.
No, technically that's a 21. I accidentally rolled a grit check instead of initiative for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, so it goes
So
first.
you
then.
are going first.
Yeah, well. Okay, it's going to try to drain out some more of your vital forces.
It doesn't have to if it doesn't want to. I mean,
It really wants to, though.
I need those for not living.
It's been a long train ride. He needs a snack.
I don't.
Oh, he misses.
Yeah, he
Okay.
does.
Yeah, it's at a 22. So 21.
That would be Teddy.
Teddy is surrounded by children that are hopping up and down on his back like a trampoline. Now, they are spirits. So it's more like the impression of someone jumping up and down on you.
Teddy's
Without
got
the
this
actual
battle.
force.
He's got it.
Let me see if I can.
It's overrun with 24 children. They're all screaming, climbing over and under the benches, generally running wild. Yeah.
Now,
There's several of them that are just springboarding off of your back.
youngsters, I'm gonna excuse. All right, I'm gonna pull out my straight razor, which is the weapon that I was killed with, and it is therefore my very fearsome soul aegis. Now,
Okay.
children, settle down.
Ooh, make a personality check.
Oh my God.
No.
They start pointing and laughing at your blade as they kind of start running circles around you, and they reach forward and kind of tag you as they come in and out of your range. One of them drops his drawers and moons you.
Well, no, that was just unnecessary. Timothy, could you see what in the world is being laughed at up there real quick?
Yep. It's something that is trying to eat our friend Dig, looks like.
So that was 21 for Theodore, who tries
Felix.
to... all right, Felix, you're up next. You're trying to figure out what's going on. You're gonna have to climb to the top of one of these trains. You know that it's coming from up above.
Yeah, I will. I'll hit a ladder and poke my head up and see what I can see.
Okay, yeah. Dig is rolling around on the top of one of the cars with some kind of creature. You're still too far away for the grit check to affect you. You can't quite make out what it is he's fighting.
All right. I really don't want to go out spinning out into the void, so I think I'm going to go through another car, and then can I see how many cars ahead they are?
So you actually would have. So you would have climbed up on the same car, but the opposite end that they're fighting on. So they're on this car.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I will get up on top of the car and make my approach.
Ooh, okay. In that case, as you let go of the stairs getting to the top and you try to move your way across the train, I would like you to please make me an agility check.
It's like this
You
is
make
the
it.
first time you
All right,
got into a fight
so-
on a train.
That's movement. I'll let you. So it took some movement to get up the ladder and some movement to go over. So you're going to start the next round right in there with Dig and what this creature is. Okay.
Okay.
I will ask you to make that grip check for me now, though. You can get a really good look at this thing now.
Can I use Fear No Evil?
If you want to do that instead of close, yes.
Yeah, I think I'd probably do that to
Well,
prepare.
I think it just gives you a bonus to it.
Doubles a willpower save,
Yeah.
modifiers, and grit checks.
Yeah.
Well, for fear-based spell effects.
Mhm.
So
Well,
if
this would
it's-
count. This would
Okay.
count.
Yep.
Sure. So go ahead and make me that grit check then.
Yeah. It's the
Okay.
That's,
Oh, you're fine. You passed it without any extras needed.
Okay. Well, there you go.
You're good. So you'll be able to act next round. You're right in there in melee with it if you want to be.
Okay.
So who's after Felix, Chuck?
Tomathu.
Tomathu, you are sitting on the train behind it, or actually no, in front of it. So like they're
Yep.
just a little bit away from you. They're pretty close. Still can't quite make out the creature yet, so I'm not going to have you make a grit check. But Dig is definitely fighting something. Now,
Okay.
you're still on. You still got your legs on the stairs. You haven't let go. You're not on the roof of the train yet.
Right. Yeah, I don't really have much I can do.
What? You're not going to shoot
Oh.
into a melee?
Nope. I don't even think I have a gun to shoot. I just don't have one on my character sheet. I think I want to just crawl along the top of the train and like just try and get over and see if I can help.
So you are on the edge of the train in front of Dig. And Dig is on the edge that's closest to you. So like you're already as close as you can get without being on his train.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna use my turn moving as close as I can and crawling along the top. Because
Okay.
there's spells I want to do, but I can't do them unless I'm closer.
All right. So again, two trains ends right. You're at the top of the end of this one, and he's at the top of the end of this one. So what you're
Yeah.
basically saying is you're climbing down the ladder, going
Yeah,
over, and
and then
climbing
back
up the
up
ladder.
the other one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. That's fine. That's just movement. So you can start the next round right there and to help. So who's after Tomathu?
That would be Rufus.
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 So
Rufus just pushed his way through playing through the native's car. You come out the other end.
probably far enough because they're not on the next car; they're the one after that, right?
They're on the roof of this car. They're on the
this
roof
car.
of this car.
Okay. All right. I will try this. So if I can climb up on the roof of this car, so they can see me,
Okay.
I'm going to start. I'm going to take a big swig of my fire water, and I'm going to start doing a saucy shuffle, hoping to distract the creature that he's fighting.
So you're gonna do a saucy shuffle on the ladder.
On the roof, I'm going to climb up on the roof and start
Okay,
dancing.
make me an
Dig up-
agility check. Yeah, make me an agility check.
All right. Yeah, this won't go well. 7.
Fine. Jeez.
Okay, you missed it by 5. If you want to spend 5 luck, you can. Otherwise, you lose your footing and you get swept back.
Let's
You won't die, but we'll find out the fun stuff that happens when you fall off the train. If
Oh,
you
God.
want. Or you can spend the 5 luck to have not failed.
I'm gonna spend the 5 luck. What the hell?
Okay.
All right.
In which case, your footing is firm enough for you to start dancing a jig.
All right. So the way this works, I guess, is the thing he's fighting has to make a will save. It's going to be DC 10 plus the caster level, so 11, I guess. If they fail it, then they're going to take a follow the bomb initiative order and take a penalty to their actions for the next several rounds.
They fail.
Nice. All right. So it's they follow the bomb initiative order. They take a -1d penalty on their first action for the next 1d3 plus caster level rounds. So let me roll the 1d3.
Nice.
So next 4 rounds.
That's
All right.
good.
Sweet.
Sure. You start dancing a jig. The creature's like, what the?
Dance off, bro.
What? Who's next? Chuck?
Famous Amos.
All right. Amos is sitting there. He just draws out his pistol and he's like,
Of course he does.
bam.
All right,
And,
so
I'm
you've got your feet tied, kind of stuck on the ladder. So I tell you what, you are on a moving platform. I'm going to give you a -2 to the roll.
That's fair.
So make your
I
roll,
am-
draw your card.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to try for a D die here.
Sure. What's your
going to
deed
try
gonna
for free bleeder.
do? Okay.
All right. So let me punch that in. And you're giving me a -2?
-2 for a moving platform.
No, I can actually click buttons to do this. All right. So first shot. That's
Oh,
nope.
that's a miss, but draw the card. What is the card?
Oh yes. Card is an 8.
Oh, geez.
Okay. Jam.
8 of clubs.
So you stop there regardless after your
Yep.
first shot.
Yep.
Okay, so you missed firing into a melee.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
But did my gun jam? Is that
Yeah, your gun jammed, so it doesn't actually go off. So you're
Okay.
good.
I was like,
You're
click.
good.
Oh shit, that was dig. That's good. Thing that.
It's like the bullet is like you just lined up the shot right to Dig's head.
There's a horrible
I was like,
creature
oh
on the
shit,
roof.
Yeah, wrong target. I get confused.
All right, who's after him?
That would be me. And that's after me is the end of the
Mhm.
round. So yeah, I'm just gonna swipe. Let's see. First one, just an 8 to hit. I'm gonna guess that's a miss.
It's a miss.
Second swing is a
Oh, look at that.
crit.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right. So
Sex.
Right.
the base
This'll
damage
be-
is 3.
This will be piercing likely since you're using taloned claws.
Yeah. So my crit die is a D8 minus my luck. All right. It's a 5. I got the crit table. I can open that
You
up.
got it? All right.
Yeah. I hope I got it. I said that.
Mitchell, you can choose slashing or piercing. Your choice. It could be either one.
I want to go with slashing because I feel like
Okay.
that hits a little better.
And what was your final result?
That is a 5. I'm trying to find it in the book. I better just open up my.
Shallow but vicious slash.
Okay.
Additional D8 in damage.
Nice.
And they're basically, it's going to take, they can't get up off the ground.
So altogether, that's 11 damage.
That's actually enough.
Nice.
Nice.
And since you're using your ghoul form, that's kind of permanent damage to this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
It stops moving.
Okay. I'm gonna kneel down and with my impressive tongue start using that to rake some meat off of this thing's corpse.
Okay.
So I can heal up.
Oh, do I have to do a grit check seeing that?
No, you've probably seen this before.
That's fair.
because you've been with Dig for a bit. Roll a d4 for me, Chuck.
I did. I got a 3.
That's how much stamina you get back, as well as the
Oh.
normal.
Oh,
I'm gonna
You steal
clear
back
that
your own
check.
stamina. Your key. You're stealing.
all right. My stamina is at maxed. I'm now at 14 out of 18 hit points. I'm doing a lot better.
Okay.
Nice.
Meanwhile, we're going to go back to the car filled with children. As they've surrounded you, Theodore. Roll me an initiative. Just you. Just you.
Oh boy. 9.
As the ghost-like children have surrounded you in a circle, taunting you with your blade out, and they dogpile on you. You're attacking as a mass. It is a mass of children.
Oh, jeez. I'm not going to actually attack them. That would be rude, I think. 14 would hit.
I mean, I think it's self-defense
Right.
at this point.
Take 2 points of damage, but more importantly, make me a willpower save. DC 12, please.
Ooh, 21.
You make it. All right. Again, it's like it's the impression of weight upon you, but these are ghosts, so it's not real weight. It's just like the memory of weight being piled upon you. But you do feel very cold, where their little vicious teeth are tearing at your skin, and their little raggedy nails are tearing at your skin. It just feels icy cold. Your turn.
I'm going to spend a couple points of personality and cast Shadow Walk. Just cast a 25-foot area in shadows. And then I will use those shadows to teleport away from the children.
Okay.
And that'll last for 4 rounds.
Okay. They take it as a great bit of showmanship, and as you disappear beneath them and appear in the shadows at the far end of the car, they start laughing and cheering, and then they go back to just running around and playing tag with one another. Make me a luck check.
That's a fail.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like they're easily distracted.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
well, go ahead, Theodore. If you have
Oh
something.
no,
else
I was just going to teleport back to the door and then slam it shut as I leave the car.
Okay. So you're faced with the rest of your troop outside as they're all climbing down off the cars. Dig is wiping a little bit of something off his face.
Tasty.
I take it.
How's it going up there?
Thankfully, I wasn't shot.
That's good, I suppose.
Well, let's
There are a
get
lot
off
of children
of the
in
roof.
there, and they're very vicious and horrible.
Stay
Are
off the
they?
roof. It's dangerous.
Fine.
It's fine. I'll go talk to the kids.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll shimmy down there.
You open the parlor car, and again, it's just a mess of children running around playing tag with each other. And apparently, there's police sirens trying to get them.
Yeah. Cops are trying to
All right.
shut it down.
Coming for you, Jake. Yeah, I'll go down there and I'll just very politely. Hello, children. What are you doing here?
One of them comes to you, slaps you on the leg. Of course, the hand passes through you, but still there's that impression of feeling. and he screams at you, "You're it!"
I start chasing him.
Make me a luck check.
Yeah. With my 5 luck. Oh, I rolled a 4. I
Oh
passed.
wow!
So you notice in this car, everything is disheveled. The kids have knocked over some of the pillows on the benches and such. But there's one lone kid in the corner, just quietly kind of weaving together a bunch of leaves and garlands of some sort. Just kind of off by himself in a corner. He's working on this little craft project.
Okay.
So you're it. You go blind, and you hear the children all kind of around you, taunting you to tag them as they're just out of reach.
Can I just leap, throwing myself at the sound, just flying
Make an
to
attack
the
roll.
top rope? Yeah.
Make an attack roll.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be, since I'm no longer penalized by the
You
stamina.
belly flop onto the ground, apparently not hitting into the children as they laugh.
it's a
and leap
21.
over your body. Oh, there it is, 21. Okay, no, you nailed landing right on top of the tyke spirit, probably shouting out, "It!" As your vision comes back, a little spirit of a child squirms out from beneath you and starts running around trying to grab one of his others. Yeah. What
I'm
are
just
the rest
gonna-
of you doing as you're seeing Dig in
no.
there, just apparently finding his own age group.
Made some new friends, eh, Dig?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't have to pretend to be smart with these ones.
I'm just keeping Overwatch from my position until we drop off this cart, the train car that I'm on.
All right. And you do start feeling the velocity of the car to start slowing down. Ahead of you, you start seeing lights playing out. The distortion effect kind of ceases. There's a walled medieval town kind of off to the side.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. The train car with all the fighters start piling out.
Right. Well,
You
they're doing
guys
that.
did really well in helping them. So like there's no issues. They're all quite happy to disembark whole as they step off the train. The crudely made prosthetics seem to meld into real limbs as they leave the train.
Okay.
And they're able to enter their paradise. It goes smoothly. 5 minutes.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
get down during those 5 minutes, and I'm just, you know what? Everyone else has been going through the cart with the natives, so I'm gonna go through there again. I saw.
Just when they think it's over.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
I lunge in my fiddle. They like to play this thing.
The drummer just throws the drum on the ground and starts stomping on it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep. Just moving. Yep. Pardon. Yep. I don't
Well,
know.
it's stopped. I want to try and get as far as we can to the front of the train.
Okay, so there's one more car, and then there's the engine. The one car that you haven't been through yet is kind of extra fancy. It doesn't look like the rest of the cars. It's a little bit more ornate. It looks like it's a little bit larger.
Okay.
You see that car, Tomothy? I'll bet you Abraham Lincoln is on that car.
Oh, that's
just
right.
thinking about Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
If he was going to be anywhere, he might be here.
I feel the hairs on the back of my neck as somebody invokes the sacred name of Abraham Lincoln. I'm gonna
Pay him a visit.
I'm gonna run, finish crossing this car to go
Okay.
to the next one, and
Sure.
climb down. And
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
assuming then I'd be at the ornate car you're describing.
Yes.
Then okay.
Yeah. So is
for
everybody
the
kind of
ornate
meeting
car.
up there?
Sticking to the rooftops.
Okay. Well, upon entering, you notice that the bench seats have been removed from this car. It's been built out into a very softly lit, luxurious lounge. The upper walls and ceiling of the car have been covered in dark blue velvet. The windows are dressed in long, matching velvet curtains. The walls are wood paneled up to chair rail height and are stained a rich dark brown. There's a built-in bar made from the same brown wood planks. One side of an exterior door at one end, and the other side stands a matching service cabinet. There's a wooden humidor, stands a third of the way down the length of this bar. There's 2 sets of matching pairs of black leather upholstered wing chairs with accompanying side tables. And there's some folks playing. There's 2 people playing cards, a man and a very well-dressed man and a woman. The other thing that catches your attention, however, is that there's some kind of steel cage holding a couple of folks in it who desperately look at you as you come in. Conductor Grimm also comes in after he checks his watch. The carload of the war heroes have departed, and the train starts to move slowly again. And you guys were also here to find the spirit of one of your friends. His name was Just Steve.
Just Steve.
Just Steve. Just Steve is here as well, and he's smoking on a cigar from one of those humidors.
Okay.
His unquiet spirit, apparently, in the luxury train.
Steve, did you sell your soul for comfort?
Actually, let's see. He probably looks accusingly at Timothy.
What'd you do?
Not my fault.
It was certainly your fault, but it seems I can't go on to my afterlife until I found out about this train here and got my ticket. Sadly, this isn't my run. I got on at the wrong time.
Oh, well, I happen to have this coin here, which if you were so willing to cross over to the other side, I could use to send you on your way.
I like it. And with that, I think we'll end it here tonight, guys.
Okay.
One more session, probably an hour. Unfortunately, I can't go any longer tonight.
It's all right.
Fair
That
enough.
work for everyone? I'm good with it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
That's fair.
Cool. That's fine.